Hi, Laura from Gold Star Work here. Today I am going to do the third and final video on this painting, and I'm going to do the sun streaks on it. So first of all, I'm going to take a piece of chalk and I'm going to mark out where I want the sun streaks to go. So I'm thinking about where is the sun, so I'm thinking the sun's probably up here somewhere, so all the streaks will have to come from the same place. So you have to make sure they're all on the same kind of angle so that it looks like they're all coming from the same place. I'm going to use my clear painting medium, and I'm using a different angle for my camera setup to see if I can get a better angle, and also so you can see my palette. And I'm going to use a number 12 flat brush. And some paint would probably be a good idea. So I'm going to use some white. And I'm going to use some yellow. This is cadmium yellow light, the same as what we've been using all the way through the picture, and some cerulean blue, which is also the same as I've been using all through the picture. And I don't need very much for this. This is thoroughly dry. It's actually been drying for over a week now because it's taken me a little while to get back to it. And I'm going to mix my painting medium and a little bit of the paint. So you can adjust the mix as you go. So I'm actually doing kind of a two-toned kind of sun streak here. Which is looking very subtle on the canvas. Will look even more subtle when it's dry, so I'm probably going to be adding some white. You can build this up slowly, or you can be more bold. I'm not 100% sure exactly where I want to put everything at this stage, so I'm just kind of mapping it out. Now, you may not be able to see that very well at the moment, but it's giving me an idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to completely dry this off with the hairdryer, and then I will come back and show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to mix some more of my white up, so I'm just using the white with the clear painting medium. And I want to do this one here first. And I didn't quite get the angle right the first time I put that in. Now I haven't got enough white paint in there. It's quite hard to see how much white paint you have on the clear painting medium. I'm not even sure if you can see that on camera. So sometimes you don't know until you actually put it on. And the other thing you can do is, like, this bit here is too thick, isn't the line's too thick, so I can just wash my brush off and take some of it out with water. Once it's dry you can't do that, but when it's still wet you can. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking it off the branches of that front tree in some places so that it looks like it's going behind the tree rather than in front of it. Now what I'm doing there is the angle of this one isn't quite right with the angle of this one, so I'm just changing the angle a bit. And that's the good thing about paint, is you can always redo it. If you don't like what's happening, you can change it. So I'm going to go back to my blue mixture. And I'm more going in between the sun rays with the blue mixture than where the sun rays were. And darkening up the corner so that the light can shine through more easily, and I can just adjust the angles. And then I'm going to work the yellow from the bottom up. Just put a bit more yellow in. And I'm going to change my brush, and I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is number 8 flat brush. So that I can use it on the flat but not have such a big line. And I don't want to blend this in with the blue because then I'll just end up with green. The wet blue that I already just put on. And I'm going to use a little bit of my magenta because I want a slightly deeper yellow. That you can see on my palette there. But I've got a deeper yellow going on. I'm going to mix that in with my painting media. And I'm just wiping everything off my brush so that I can do some blending. And then I'm going to go even deeper. And still working from the bottom up. Now that mixture is a little bit dry, so I haven't got quite enough. And I'm going to put a little bit more in. And again, I'm going to take the colour off in the places where I want it to be behind the tree. I'm going to go in with just some white. And just accent some of the white on that fore tree. And here is the finished painting with the sun streaks and the words and leaves, and I've added in some autumn colour because when I saw these trees it was in autumn. So that's how I do sun streaks. It's been a little while since I've done sun streaks, so there was a little bit of fiddling around to get it the way I wanted it. But I hope that gives you some insight on how to do this kind of painting. So thank you for watching everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye!